In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And the Cardinals will put total weather and will get started.
Again, it's FBI statistics.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and step down at the 21. So Kentucky's offense takes the field. It's a basketball state. There's no question about that. But when they square off for the Governor's Cup, football is big time.
Oh, it's so beautiful, too. And usually interconference rivalry game, too. It means a lot to these fans, and the bragging rights are rich.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It's not just horse racing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. They play a...
Got a lot of running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hacks because he is not easy to bring down.
It hasn't gotten better. It's got
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They painted the state big blue in a Kentucky blowout the last time they saw the Cards.
And I think it's always fun to watch the response. In rivalry games, when one side gets smashed and they have to hear about it for a year almost, it usually ends up being a pretty good game.
Yeah, they brag a lot in this state. It doesn't matter that either team really haven't been in the national championship picture for years. This game matters.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house.
In America die in crossfire gang shootings than in school shootings.
Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to get out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Well, I don't know if you're 17 until you're 14. It's like,
what do you call a black Vietnamese person? Vinegar. What do you call a black Vietnamese person? Vinegar. What do you call a black Vietnamese person? Vinegar. What do you call a black
PAT
Vietnamese
unit
person?
on the field.
Vinegar.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Louisville's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
Makes a connection. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're getting this guy lathered up, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets away. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Come on with the shake off, bro.
Touchdown, Cardinals! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And he makes the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And here's the return. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football. It's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Takes the easy completion. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the scarlet and black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side.
Oh,
a
shit, man.
catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Second down coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Woodhead. Pocket starts to collapse.
No, bro.
And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Louisville.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Riley. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Going up top on first down. Coming after it. Pass rush. Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Minnesota packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Gophers Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Minneapolis. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Second down coming up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Woodhead. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle.
Touchdown, Wildcats! What a grab and go for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete.
Oh, come on, man.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At midfield, he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and then you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Got his man quickly. Nothing but green ahead. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Stone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Governor's Cup.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third down, going up top. He's going to throw deep right side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect.
Afterburner's coming. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the... rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it. Oh, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Line is set on 3rd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. C-A-T-S, Cats, 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 as Kentucky builds this lead.
It feels like it's been a fast break on the basketball court here for a while now. Kentucky showing the speed all over the field, pulling away from Louisville.
Yeah, taking care of business, taking care of emotions. The battle, obviously, of Kentucky. They're doing everything they need to do.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Slips away. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. And he's thrown another interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the lone running back. At the 35, he's loose. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got 93 yards on the ground.
Why is he back in the damn game?
It's another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind.
66, rule 14.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Wants to bring it back. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed.